Good morning, everybody. So today on this episode of Good Morning Mechanic, we are working on a 2019 Ford Escape 1.5 liter. Check it out. Let us know in the comments what you think. And as always, have a good morning. Well, so what we're looking at is over here, you have your oil fill. Here's your actual oil dipstick. We got all these leaves on top of her car and even in the engine bay. So we're going to take a quick second to actually clear those out before they make any more mess. So what you want to do now is, now that we've got all these leaves cleaned out, is we're going to look at our oil. We're going to look at it from the top. You don't have to do this, but if you're unsure if you need an oil change, this is one of the good ways to find out. So we're going to pull our dipstick. We're just going to look at our oil right here. The darker the oil, the worse it is. That's not too bad. Let's just put that back in there. We're going to make sure this cap is nice and tight. Let's go underneath the car and get that oil plug taken out. Oh, hello. Hey, so we're, there we go. We're underneath the car. And right here, this is your oil pan on this car. And right here, that is your oil pan, your drain plug, basically. So in order to change this oil, you got to take this little plug out. Now that we found it, let's go get a socket. All right, so I'm not 100%. I think this is 5/8 or 15 mil. And that feels good. Feels like 5/8. This wrench we're using today is Husky. It's a fine tool brand from Home Depot. So that's what I started out with, turning wrench. And pretty happy with these guys so far. Before we start, we gotta get something to catch the oil. Alright guys, now that we're here, let's take the drain plug out. We're going to come back up here. We're going to take this the little filler cap off. It's going to help increase airflow into the actual oil reservoir. Since it's cold here in Ohio, you can see steam rising up from the oil. That's pretty cool. Okay. So what we're doing now is we're checking this drip right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. The drip is sick. But for real though, once that slows down, to fill this, we got to do this in reverse. But before we fill it, we have to get the oil filter out. The oil filter in this car is right there. It's like impossible to see. So what we're doing, there's the oil pan directly in front of the oil pan. You'll see it way there. That, my friends, is the oil filter. So what we have to do is we have to get a socket. I think it's a 7/8 socket. We have to use the socket to get that filter off. So that part I'm not going to do on camera because I curse a lot. Because if you can't tell, getting your hand in here to get a socket on or anything is such a pain in the butt. Hey guys, so tip of the day here. If you've ever used one of these K&N oil filters, it's kind of a hidden feature that is really neat. So you open it up. You just got your plain old oil filter, no big deal. But you look at the packaging on the inside, they have a sticker. And that sticker says date, current mileage, next mileage. You put that right on your windshield. Yeah, these K&N guys, they think of it all. That's pretty neat. So use one of these K&N oil filters and you'll thank me next time. Yeah, you know it's a rough oil change when you go to change the filter and afterwards it looks like he shot it a bunch. Well, I'm glad I didn't record that. As you can see, the old oil filter is quite a pain to get off. What I ended up doing was taking a screwdriver, bashing it through from end to end and turning it till I could do it again and again and again. I just kept doing that till I got it off. Now, one very important step that you don't want to skip is either pre-filling or lubing up the oil filter. Since this is a horizontally mounted oil filter, there's no need to pre-fill it. We're going to tilt the oil container. We're going to get a little oil on our finger. Make sure you wear a glove for this part. Don't do as I do. And then you lube up that O-ring. What it does is it creates a flush seal with the oil filter and with the metal housing that holds the oil filter. Now we're going to get this back on. I'm not going to record it because I'm probably going to, curse a little bit. These Ford Escape 1.5 liter engines are a giant pain to get this filter back inside. So we're going to knock this out and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. So we're underneath the car right here, and as you can see, all these coolant lines are directly underneath the oil filter. So we have to come up through here and twist on the oil filter while pushing these lines out of the way. It's kind of a giant pain, but that's what we have to do. So thank you, Ford, for designing such a wonderful car. But we need to make sure we wipe all this stuff down so that the oil isn't all over the lines. So now that we've gotten the filter in, a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And we also have the drain plug in. We're going to come up. We're going to take the filler cap off. We're going to use a funnel. We're going to fill this thing up. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you look up the torque spec for the oil drain plug, as well as the actual amount that you have to put into your vehicle. And if you can, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Did we miss any steps? How do you take off stuck oil filters? Please make sure that you are subscribed for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. As always, have a good morning.